What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to WWE NXT UK Review, the show from December 5th, 2019. Your commentators, as usual, are Tom Phillips and Nigel McGuinness, and they're still at Hull, England. So let's get right to it, folks. We got the return of in-ring action. Toni Storm going up against Killer Kelly, the resident jobber of NXT UK. And sure enough, Toni Storm wins the match. There you go. I'm not saying that it was a squash. Killer Kelly, she got some offense, but not enough because Toni Storm is exposing her afterwards. So after the match, Toni Storm gets a microphone. She's going to cut her promo, but also she gets attacked by the NXT UK Women's Champion from behind, Kaylee Ray. Also, and Piper Niven comes out for the save, chases away, the NXT UK Women's Champion. Also, Niven goes to help out Toni Storm, but Toni Storm slaps her away and says that she needs her help, and then she walks off. Also, we go backstage and we see an interview conducted for Fast Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews, and they talk about what pertains to what the Grizzled Young Veterans said, what pertains to their claim. What pertains to the tag team main event that happened between the Grizzled Young Veterans and James Drake and Zach Gibson versus Fast Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews, where they agree about what they said and disagree about what they said about who deserves claims of another shot, an opportunity for the NXT UK Tag Team Championships. So basically, what pertains to both sides, they want answers from the NXT UK General Manager Giant Saint, and from the management as well, to give one of them an opportunity in a way. So what pertains to Fast Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews, they wanted to prove to Giant Saint that they are not a one-hit wonder. They are not a one-hit wonder. I meant to say, excuse me, a one-hit wonder. They are not a one-hit wonder because they wanted to prove that they deserve the opportunity to become the NXT Tag Team Champions again. I mean, the NXT UK Tag Team Champions again, meant to say. I'm jumping all over the place now, folks. I apologize for that. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Also, we got a footage backstage from Piper Niven and Toni Storm still arguing about this whole thing. And then finally, it ends with Toni Storm storming away, and then Piper Niven says, fine. And basically, it's going to lead to a match between these two where one of those two is going to get an opportunity to fight on the right to face Kaylee Ray for the NXT UK Women's Championship, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen at Blackpool 2 for their takeover show. So, we get the Hunt, Wildboard, and Primate versus the Outlighters. I think that's how you pronounce their tag team names, but it's Rick Moss and Dorian Mack. And I recognize Dorian Mack. I forgot what his name was. I think it was Dan something. But he's teaming with Rick Moss here. Rick Moss, meant to say, excuse me. And this tag team match was pretty good. It showcased, both teams pretty well. But in the end, it was the Hunt that won the match. And then we get to Jordan Devlin versus A-Kid. A-Kid versus Jordan Devlin was a good match, and I love how A-Kid was selling in the match with with his knee being damaged by Jordan Devlin, and this led Tyler Bate coming out there for a good eye view of it. And the match could still continue on. Tyler Bate did not become a factor in this match. He didn't get involved whatsoever. He was just there to egg on and to encourage and to root for A-Kid, who's what Tyler Bate is mentoring A-Kid in NXT UK. In the end, it was Jordan Devlin getting the win over A-Kid. But even by a defeat, A-Kid still wins. He still wins. For a fighting spirit, for his heart, for showing a lot of heart in this match, and he won the fans over because of that. And obviously, he won me over too after this. So this is going to lead to a program between Jordan Devlin and Tyler Bate, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen at TakeOver Blackpool 2. So I can't wait to see that, folks. And they've been dugging this for a while. Where it takes Tyler Bate versus Jordan Devlin. That's a match I was looking forward to seeing on NXT UK. I was waiting for them to pull the trigger on to do this program already, and sure enough, we're getting there. We're getting close to it. And I cannot wait to see it. We got a promo from Ginny. She was right there with Jessie Gabber. She basically talks about the whole thing with her losing the Piper Niven, and this whole thing with dissensions between Jazzy Gabber and herself. And she said that everything's fine, and all of a sudden Jessie Gabber got involved, and she said, "We're fine." Oh, I forgot. It's this way. We're fine. And then Jenny was like, how dare you? I thought that was funny. Next, we get a triple threat match between Ligero versus Travis Banks versus Joseph Connors, where Joseph Connors says that, and I quote, "I am worthy." So this match happens. At first, Banks and Ligero double team on Connors because of what he did for interrupting the match, from weeks ago. And he ends up paying the price for that for a little bit. But then as the match goes on, it just ends up, level of a triple threat match, what pertains to, against, it's every man for himself in this match. And it ends up a very good match. Even Joseph Connors had a good showing in this match. Not just Ligero, he's always impressive. Travis Banks, always impressive. Joseph Connors was one who needed to win me over, and he did. So yeah, all three men looked good in this match. In the end, it was Joseph Connors getting the win in this match by pinning Ligero, by basically telling him to don't look down, which he did. But that's the finishing move though. But yeah, Joseph Connors shows that he is worthy, that he is NXT UK Takeover worthy, and that was it. Cassius Ohno cuts a promo, basically making an excuse why he lost to Tyler Bate and everything, and because of that, he's no longer be doing rolling knockout elbows, no more cyclone kicks. He's just gonna be doing rundown of a list of British technician moves because he's a wrestling genius, and he's gonna show why he is the best British wrestler, even though he's American. But that's basically the gist of it. And finally, we get to the general manager of NXT UK, Johnny Saint, and his assistant, Sid Scott, to have this whole negotiation between Joe Coffey and Walter. Now, as I'm watching this, I'm saying to myself, is this supposed to be a contract signing? And then finding out this wasn't a contract signing at all, because there was no clipboard of the contract papers whatsoever. It was just Joe Coffey and Walter having a negotiation. And I say to myself, why couldn't you do that in your office instead of doing it in the ring? And we found out why they did it in the ring. So basically, the whole negotiation was that Joe Coffey wants a title shot against Walter for the NXT UK championship at Takeover Blackpool 2, and Walter is like, but he wants he'll give you that he'll give you that opportunity, but as long as they can negotiate, if Imperium could get a shot of the NXT UK Tag Team Championships. And then Joe Coffey's like, you got a deal. And he's like, no, he's not done yet. This is Walter saying this. I'm not done yet. Also, he wants Alexander Wolf to face Ilya Dragunov in a no DQ match. And then Joe Coffey's making claims that he can't make that decision because Ilya Dragunov is not part of Gallus. He has no association with Gallus. He has nothing to do with Gallus. And then Walter was like, okay, then no deal. Deal's off. And all of a sudden, Ilya Dragunov comes out, and he says, make the agreement. And then all of a sudden, the agreement was official. So Sid Scott makes it official that it's going to be Gallus' own Joe Coffey versus Walter at TakeOver Blackpool 2 for the NXT UK Championship. Meanwhile, I believe this is going to be on the next episode of NXT UK, where it's going to be for the NXT Tag Team Championship, the NXT UK Tag Team Championships between Imperium, Fabian Aichner, and Marcel Bardell versus Gallus' NXT UK Tag Team Champions, Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. And also, in the future, Ilya Dragunov versus Alexander Wolf in a disqualification match. Now I'm assuming these matches represents the NXT UK Tag Team for the NXT UK Tag Team Championships. I'm assuming that's going to be from the next NXT UK show. And then in the future, we'll get Ilya Dragunov versus Alexander Wolf in the no disqualification match. Basically, yeah. Now I don't know if that's gonna be part of the same show. What pertains to the NXT UK Tag Team Championship match, but we'll see. Cause I don't recall if they explained it or when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen though in the future. It's gonna happen. So with that, the agreement was done. So I'm watching this, and so this wasn't a so this was just a negotiation segment. Yeah, again, they could do that backstage in the office of, but then this is why they did it in the ring. So as soon as Joe Coffey was done, he was gone, and he basically gives a nod to Dragunov, for thank you for that, thank you for giving the opportunity, for coming out, for making that agreement or that, right? So all of a sudden, Dragunov looks at Walter in the ring, and then Dragunov gets ready to leave. All of a sudden, Walter tells Dragunov, basically gets Dragunov's attention, for making a bad decision for coming out here, because all of a sudden, as Dragunov gets close to the ring, all of a sudden, Alexander Wolf is under the ring. He holds his leg and he takes him down, and then Fabian Aichner and Marcel Barthel come from the crowd and beats on Dragunov, and then brings Dragunov into the ring, and Walter beats him up a little bit, and then all of a sudden, Alexander Wolf puts Dragunov into a table. And then Imperium stands tall over Dragunov. And that's why they did the whole negotiation between Walter and Joe Coffey in the ring. Because they wanted to do this whole thing where they beat up on Ilya Dragunov. That's why they did it. But it's whatever, though. It's whatever. And that was the show, folks. So, that being said, Total Wrestling was 4 matches, 4 matches happened on the show. And my overall showing for the show for WWE NXT UK, the show from the show from December 5th, 2019. I'm going to give the show an 8 out of 10. And that being said, thank you for watching for It's a Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets. For this was your WWE NXT UK review, the show from December 5th, 2019. Until next time, what pertains to WWE NXT UK, which I'm done with doing all this catching up of it, I'm out.